She's running.
I don't know who you are.
Excuse me, could you grab the manager, please?
Who the hell are you?
I'm not Karen.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sam, otherwise known as snerixx from TikTok. And I have to be honest with you guys, I legit had to take a break from responding or reacting to these types of videos for a little while because after watching so many of them in a row and having my brain try to comprehend even what it is I'm witnessing,
You cut me off!
it kind of fries my brain. It also melts my brain and like makes it pop all at the same time. It's a simultaneous combustion of volcanic explosions. No. I also put out a Q&A video recently, so if you want to know more about me and not just my opinions on difficult people,
Where are your parents?
feel free to check out those videos. I'll have them linked below or in a card or somewhere. Let's jump back into our favorite types of people.
These are the time limitations to deal with this, so take everything out of your bag and put it on there now.
Okay.
And get out. Seriously, everything. Calm down. Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have anything in your bag?
What bag?
In your purse? You have nothing?
Do not have.
What bag? The one sitting in the cart.
Yeah, just dump it out. It's empty. Are you
My stuff is
joking?
in there. I have stuff in there too.
Your whole purse is full of this stuff. You think I wasn't gonna? No.
You're touching it. You just ripped my jacket.
Oh.
The
Ow.
stuff.
Oh my god, get off me! You're ripping
I
my
don't
jacket!
care.
You're assaulting me! Hey, you're assaulting her! You're assaulting me!
I'm calling
Stop!
Rob.
Ow!
Call him.
I was confused at first what was going on simply because the person that is calling out these individuals for stealing doesn't look like they would be dressed to work in an art craft store. It almost looks like, if anything, they work at a sporting goods store. It didn't even look like they were wearing a name tag or anything that indicated to me that it was an employee unless they were like undercover, which kind of seems like it would be extreme for a craft store, but I don't know.
No, that's not in our budget here.
These individuals telling the employee to calm down as if you didn't just get caught stealing so many things. Like she's literally dumping things out of her purse. I love that the second woman is acting like she basically has no idea what's going on. The only thing I can ever really justify or understand when it comes to shoplifting is essential items, things like food or water, things that you like need to survive. But when it comes to things like glitter, rainbow sequins, paint, it looks like they have different types of threading and things like that. Those are not things that you want to get caught stealing because that's just embarrassing. It doesn't really seem like it would be in your best interest to go through all of this over glitter glue.
Doesn't even live here! Come on, Benny, play, or we're gonna leave. I'm gonna have to this bitch up.
Is that a child?
Go play. Come on, Benny, get up here on the playground. Come on. Come on. Up on the playground.
Oh my gosh.
Go. Hey, you get the away from me! I am
She's
recording.
running.
I don't know who you are. I don't care. I don't know who you are, and my mother doesn't live here.
Your mother don't live here?
No, she don't. I'm not from here. I don't know who you are. I did nothing to nobody. You stay the away from my kid. Get down here, Benny, now. Come on.
What?
Run to the truck. Go now. Go now. No.
What is happening? No, you can't just leave me hanging there. What the hell was that about? Everything was a mess. That whole video was a mess. Okay. I don't even know where to begin with this one. The woman telling her kid to go play. Some people don't have a problem with swearing around their kids, and that's not the biggest issue here. I feel so bad for this kid. He's just trying to like play at the park, and there's some serious drama going down to the point where it almost seems like he's about to get kidnapped. I was already so scared as a child about being kidnapped. That and Randall from Monsters Inc.
It scares little kids and little monsters.
It said something about there being a guy in the background, but I didn't hear anything. I'm gonna try and turn it up as loud as I can and replay it. This part 2 did a little bit to show at least the guy they were referring to. I don't know why you would bring a weapon to a playground to begin with. Also, based on the second video, it looks like that they got plenty of personal information. The police were called and they were charged. Just be careful out there. Anywhere in general where there's other people that might interact with you, just be careful, because how does this happen?
You know I'm a TERF, right? Trans-eccentric radical feminist.
Are you a TERF?
I'm a TERF.
Wow.
If you want me to move somewhere else, I will.
No, actually, you should tell me about being a TERF.
You're a boy, right? Don't with me, because honestly, I did. I did.
Ew.
I'd like to see you try.
Well then, don't judge me for being a jerk.
She wasn't.
I get to be who I want to be, you get to be who you want to be, right? If that's what you want, to be who you want to be, then I get to be who I want to be.
A TERF.
Which is,
I'm not a witch.
you're not a witch.
You know what? Take your stupid dog, eat your food, and get the out of my life, okay?
This is a first.
Because otherwise I have to label you a white racist.
I see.
For a 70-year-old minority woman, you're a racist. You want your rights, I want mine too.
Excuse me. Could you grab the manager, please?
So terribly sorry. I'll definitely be escalating on how I'm trying to get reservation.
That woman single-handedly took that to a new level every time she opened her mouth. It started off with her openly identifying that she is a hateful piece of
I'm a jerk.
which is your prerogative if you want to put that out there for people to know that that's how you represent yourself. That's on you. And then wasn't even sure of the right words that went to that acronym. A trans eccentric, okay. Also during editing, I just felt it was important to add here that her whole argument was based on if you get to be who you want to be, then I get to be who I want to be. But who she wants to be seems to just be a retaliation against somebody who is literally doing no one harm. Like she straight up is admitting that the person she wants to be is someone who's hateful and discriminatory towards other people, which is very odd to just openly admit, but hey, here we go. Somehow within this single-sided narrative that's going on, you flip this to now you're a victim and then tries to almost trap this individual in a situation where they're like, well, do you want me to leave? Do you want me to leave? And this woman is like not giving her that energy back, and I think that that's what's making her so angry, is that she's not getting to this woman, because then she results to insulting the dog, which, excuse the out of me. You can insult me all day. Please don't, because I will cry when I go home. But you can do it. If you insult my dog, I will rip your entire body apart. That sweet little dog is just sitting there literally watching this all happen. I feel like his face is just like, what is this bitch's problem? You're only 70 years old, so you probably know that this shit doesn't fly, especially now. We're not going to go down that road with the way that things are going in politics. This isn't a political video, but obviously we stand with the trans community on this channel. And if you don't, to be frank, you're not welcome here.
Speak to a manager.
I am a manager, ma'am.
Do what you gotta do. No, you're not gonna walk me up to my room and show me my phone to prove to you that I have a reservation.
Ma'am, you clearly stayed in the room past 5:30 last night.
Yeah, I did, because I thought I had another night book.
You never booked another one, ma'am.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so there should
And
be
now
no
you want me to
issue.
show you proof?
Yes, so I can see it, because it's not in my system.
And what if it's not my phone?
How would it not?
How
if you
many
booked another
hundreds of
reservation?
dollars do you want me to pay you to look at my phone? I did make a reservation. That's
what I'm
you're
saying. All
pushing
you
me
have to
on.
do is show
You're
me the
saying-
reservation, ma'am. There's internet, ma'am. All you have to do is connect to the Wi-Fi.
All right, let's go. Let's
Okay.
go. But is this funny to you?
Kind
Am
of.
I laughing? I'm not laughing, ma'am.
I came out to smoke a cigarette, and now you're saying, get out of our hotel and provide me money.
I didn't say that at all.
Didn't say that.
That's what you're insinuating.
I'm making sure that you actually made a reservation, because I already caught you in one lie when you said that you spoke with a woman here. There's no other woman besides me that worked yesterday.
I did speak with a woman.
You couldn't have yesterday afternoon spoke with a woman, ma'am. That's impossible.
You want to go to my room and look for proof? Call. No. Call.
I'm not going to call nobody, because
Yeah,
I'm the
you
manager,
do.
ma'am.
Yeah, you do.
I'm just going to call the police to escort you out, ma'am.
You're being like crazy.
How am I being? Ma'am, I'm
You're like,
talking
you're
to
not
you.
staying another night. You're
Ma'am,
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
What is not computing here?
do you have proof of the reservation, ma'am? That's all I said.
I don't know. You can go look at my phone. You can search. Do whatever you want to do.
Ma'am, search for what? All you have to do is pull it
My
up.
phone isn't on. Just go. I need to have a cigarette. If you want to go search my room, you can.
I'm not
What is she
searching your
think she's
room,
gonna
ma'am. All I need you to do is grab your phone.
It's not on. My phone is on. So let's go.
You just said you booked it through your phone.
Does this person work here?
Yes, she does.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going outside real quick. You can go to my room and go search it.
What in the fucking hell was that? I'm not really sure if this person was simply just being difficult because they knew they up, and they were like, maybe if I seem confident enough and I can pull like a little bit of information that seems legitimate, they'll believe me, although unfortunately everything she seemed to tell them was proven not to be true. Or if this woman was somewhat intoxicated or on some sort of anything. I don't like accusing people of that because I don't know. That's not fair to necessarily just say that about somebody. My reasoning for saying that is because of how we just went in circles. For how long was that video? The video was 4.5 minutes. I'm probably cut it way shorter. Her responses don't even make sense to what the manager is saying. I do believe that she might have forgotten to do it, but I'm not sure why at this point she isn't just trying to reserve another room and then saying like, you can search my room, which is another reason why I was like, that doesn't even sound like a reasonable response to what the hotel manager is saying. There's nothing to find in the room that you're searching. If you have a confirmation, it's either on your phone or it's not. Obviously she knows it's not there, which is why she's stalling. But even for basic safety reasons, the hotel needs to know who's staying in their hotel. Jesus.
Wait, so you're saying I can't like train? Okay. Well, for the record, guys, she's telling me that I can't bring my dog in here to shop for treats. So I guess they're kicking us out.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's exactly what you said. I said I was coming in here for treats.
That's not what I'm saying.
Changing the story. Okay. That's fine. You can record me all you want.
Hi, how are you? Okay.
Alright guys, we'll go ahead and go because we can't obviously come here to Petco to... It's not an altercation. I can't buy treats unfortunately, so...
Wait, what did he say?
Oh, I can now?
You can buy treats.
Okay, well then can I at least shop without you having to harass me or something? Because
I'm harassing you.
You're coming up to me giving me crap. I'm literally just here with my dog. So can I shop in peace now or...
You can get treats.
So can I shop in peace now then?
You can get treats.
Okay, well can you leave me alone then? So I can shop in peace?
John, Natalie.
Obviously she's toned it back a little because as soon as he puts the camera on her, she's like, oh, I'm not gonna talk if there's a camera. It looks like this guy has a husky or some form of husky breed. I don't know Petco to ever reject any type of breeds from entering their store, so I can't imagine it has anything to do with that. I can imagine if your dog is a problem with other people's dogs, why you wouldn't, you know, want them in the store. But then we see a dog walk by and it doesn't look like this husky is being aggressive or problematic. She's able to walk past it with no problem. So I'm wondering if this guy was letting his dog sample the treats, or maybe the dog was like pulling apart some of the toys on the shelf or something. You know what I mean? Like, hi again. While I was editing, I realized that he said something at the beginning about training his dog.
So you're saying I can't like train?
So he was definitely doing something, and I honestly can't even imagine what it was, but clearly whatever training he was doing was not allowed in the store. It just seems like an employee wouldn't go out of their way to do something like this unless there was something, potentially a safety issue or sanitary issue. This guy just seemed like he was just a little too innocent for me to think that he was completely innocent. Does that make sense?
This guy has approached me from the first day that I moved into this apartment in September, asking me if my upstairs neighbor is home. Now, I never know if she's home because I'm not her keeper, and so I always tell him I don't know, and then I close the door. He has rang my doorbell. He has approached me in the middle of the street. He has on multiple occasions come up to me asking me if I know if she's upstairs. Now, if you're actually friends with her, maybe you probably have her cell phone number and you can just ask her instead of bothering me. So today it happened. I went outside to get my delivery food and he happened to be outside and he asked me if she was upstairs and I said, I don't know. So I messaged her and I told her, hey, this guy keeps asking for you. He's super suspicious. He makes me feel very uncomfortable. What's the situation? And I guess she was like a little too friendly to him one time and now he just won't let up. He was like, I'm just gonna ring her bell. I'm like, that's fine. So I locked the door behind me. I guess she didn't answer. So he rang my doorbell and then he asked me if I could just let him go upstairs. I was like, are you serious? Like, you don't live here. I'm not gonna let you go upstairs. He's like, I'm not going into your apartment. I'm trying to go upstairs. And I was like, absolutely not. If you don't leave, I'm gonna call the cops. And so now he's just like sitting outside on my neighbor's stoop. It's making me extremely nervous and I just want to make sure that I have this guy on camera just in case something happens. So it's very, very sketchy. I'm super nervous.
This guy clearly either doesn't have anything better to do or he has put a girl that he barely knows to the top of his priority list, which is Very, very, very weird. As far as we know, what the person recording has said, there's been no actual crime committed, unless of course him sitting on this doorstep is considered trespassing. But maybe there hasn't been something that's crossed the line where you could get the police involved, which is this is like the creepiest thing ever, because it's like you have to wait until that line is crossed before you can get authorities involved, and like who knows what that potentially means, okay? It's so crazy that people get upset for women rejecting you or just being very harshly like, no, leave me alone, go away. But then we see videos like this where someone, maybe if they were polite or they were just being nice to them, is now being stalked because this person thought, well, they were nice to me, so that gave me a chance, which is scary. And that's not worth the gamble. It's not worth you being nice to someone because you don't want to hurt their feelings and then having them sit on your doorstep every day. And I know that that's an extreme level, but you don't know when someone approaches you randomly that you don't know what level they're going to bring it to. So just remember that if you ever see someone in public and you want to approach them because you think they want to talk to you, they probably don't, honestly. And even if you have the best intentions and you want to be nice and you want to get to know somebody better, don't do it unless it's in an appropriate setting. A gas station is not an appropriate setting. A gym, typically not an appropriate setting. And regardless of who you are, friends, family members, strangers, you need to respect other people's boundaries, and showing up at their house is like #1 violation of like everyone's boundary.
You can go in the house and talk. If you're working in the yard,
why can't I talk in my yard?
You can talk in your yard, but you can't sit there and torture these people with blaring music at 5:30 in the morning.
I can't listen to music in my private property.
You can, but not when it's disturbing the peace.
So am I under arrest?
I don't know. I'm gonna call. I mean, I wish I didn't even have to come out here. We're all grown people here.
We're trying and if they don't want this, take that video surveillance off my property.
And it's not on your property.
It is on my property.
No, it's not.
It's pointed directly at my
property. It's mounted on their property.
Yep, it is.
This is ridiculous.
It sure is.
This is. But for you to
I got 1.6 million views. That's how ridiculous it is.
You seem like a reasonable person to me. Okay.
Yep, I try to be.
All right, so 5:30 in the morning for me, I would be furious if my neighbors were blaring music. I don't care if they're on their property or not. Don't do that. It's rude. I think it's interesting that someone is trying to use how many views they got on a TikTok video as if that would trump the law. Well, 1.9 million people saw it. That doesn't matter. That might have gone viral for many different reasons. It might have gone viral because you're being an asshole. It might be viral because they're an asshole. It might be viral because people are arguing who's the asshole, okay? Just because a video went viral doesn't mean everyone agrees with you. Also, he made the point of not being happy that his neighbor had a surveillance camera pointing at their property. I actually looked this up a while back. I'm not sure if it differs from state to state or what the case may be in other countries outside of the US, but as long as the camera is facing a public area, and that does include a backyard, because if you have a 2-story house that looks down into someone's backyard, like it's not private, like you can see what they're doing. So it can't be like facing in somebody's windows because that would be considered a private space. So him trying to argue with this officer that they have cameras facing their property, like, yeah, I'm sure they do, because it seems like you guys might be petty playing music at 5:30 in the morning and maybe doing other things that have caused your neighbors to feel like they need to watch what you're doing. I feel like plenty of people argue with the police, but this woman's being really reasonable with them, and she's even being like really nice with them. She's just like, you seem reasonable, like please, like shut the fuck up.
What's wrong with your front plate? Oh, why is that a bad thing?
Ew, what?
Oh, I was just laughing because I'm a bad driver, that's why. Yeah. Is something out there? You keep looking back. You keep looking up. Huh? Stealing it? They love to clink the shackles on you? Oh, why did he clink the shackles on you?
As a police officer, yeah, that's kind of his job.
All right, well, I gotta get back to work, so if you... Oh, not scary. I don't like cars.
No. I don't like cars. Ew, what?
I don't know about that one either. I have a boyfriend. I did. Well, you weren't asking me to hang out earlier.
What the f***, dude?
Yeah. No, we like them here.
Absolute creep. What the was that? I'm so glad that this video popped up in this group of videos to react to, because this is literally goes with what I was saying a few videos ago about being too friendly to someone and them thinking that that means something else. Because obviously this girl is just working. She's just being friendly because he's chatting with her and she's just like trying to make casual conversation. And now he's literally asking her to a hotel with him, saying that her laugh was flirtatious. No, I think you wanted her laugh to be flirtatious. Like, this girl is actually trying to just like say something and then go back to what she's doing. You know how you just don't want to ignore somebody, but you don't want to keep talking to them. So you're just like, oh yeah, okay. And then like keep doing what you're doing. And then he's just continuing to make the conversation more and more uncomfortable and creepy. Absolutely not. And obviously he knew he was creepy and weird because he didn't want the police anywhere near him. So fucking weird, dude. People are so weird.
The woman to her right has stepped aside to let her go first.
Are you in line? No, she was way ahead of you.
Okay, well, she should be in line and go her turn.
She was before you.
Okay, she should go.
I think she's being polite.
At this point, everyone seems a little perturbed. And as the impatient customer attempts to purchase some alcohol, it only gets worse.
Ma'am, I need your ID.
Okay, I will put my phone number.
I need your ID.
I can put my phone number.
Everybody gets ID'd. Mine gets scanned every time I'm here.
ID is required to buy alcohol at this store, regardless of one's age.
Oh God.
There's nothing in here for you to ring out.
I have American Express Platinum. I bet that's it.
You have no product in there because you've given me no ID.
But the woman remains unconvinced.
Do you want to give me an ID?
You know what? Give me a manager.
I am the manager.
She is the manager.
I don't believe it.
Just show
Who
it.
the hell are you?
I'm not Karen.
Okay, here's the deal, or I will call the police. You need to leave. This is going to do you no good.
That's a very valid card.
Ma'am.
Oh my God.
Because you won't give me your ID.
Finally, she relents.
Okay, I'll give you my ID. Right here. Here you go.
That's all we had to do.
Here you go.
All we
Imagine
had to
that.
But the testy back and forths continue.
do. Now you can put your platinum.
Yes, platinum. Thank you.
Cool.
It's a platinum.
We're all impressed.
Sweet.
You
don't know anything about
You look very rich. You do.
Yes, I'm rich.
Mm-hmm. You
I
look
am.
it.
I am rich.
Yeah, no, you're
Yes,
not.
thank you.
Your nappy hair.
She finishes up her much longer than necessary transaction with one final caustic sign-off.
I don't even tell you bye.
Okay, good one. You sure showed them. I mean, that woman was really nice to let her go in front, especially considering that this woman took unbelievably long on purpose. Obviously, the same motion goes into pulling out your ID from your wallet that it does when you pull out your platinum card. I don't know why people think that the cashier has any sort of control over this. I don't know why people think that they made the rule just to inconvenience you. There would have been no more difficult of a route to take than the one that she took. So she single-handedly made her life difficult and then had the audacity to tell everyone else like it was their fault and off. How is a phone number gonna tell me what age you are? Unless, of course, she thought that by putting in a phone number, there would be some sort of account associated with her. But that could get messy, okay? What if you have like teenagers that know your account information and they go in and they're like, look, I'm listed on... It doesn't make any sense. Just show your damn ID. If you have your ID, just show it. If it was in the car and it was inconvenient, I can see like you being like, dang it, that's annoying. I'm now inconvenienced by my own mistake. Okay. We're turning it off. We're turning it off. My brain can also turn off officially. No, it can't. I have to make TikToks. It's fine. Now I have to act like difficult people. I don't have to. I choose to, I guess. But, you know, for your entertainment. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm sweating because that was so frustrating. I need my Cheez-Its. By the way, this isn't sponsored or anything, but if you're a fan of Cheez-Its, if you have any real taste at all, you probably like the extra toasty Cheez-Its. They just put out extra toasty cheddar jack Cheez-Its, and I'm not usually a fan of cheddar jack, but it kind of adds to the already smoky flavor, and this is gonna be my lunch. All right, and with that, we're going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching these with me. If you have any videos that you want me to react to, make sure you send it to me to my TikTok, my Instagram, or my email. And make sure you let me know what your opinions are of anybody in any of these videos that we watched today, and which one was the most frustrating for you to watch. I appreciate you guys for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye.